It doesn't make sense that we're the only advanced species in a universe so vast. We haven't even discovered our own solar system, yet alone our galaxy, cluster, supercluster, or the rest of the universe. All around the world, there is clear evidence of extraterrestrial visitors a long time ago. It actually wasn't that long ago because our time frame seems a lot different than extraterrestrials. But please explain to me how ancient civilizations were so advanced, how they knew about Orion, Sirius, the Pleiades, or how ancient pharaohs lived for so long, we're talking thousands of years, and how they resemble biblical characters and biblical stories. There's been many theorists, scientists, astronomers, and even people coming out from NASA, other space organizations, and the government saying how they believe that there was once aliens walking on Earth and that even created mankind today as we know it. Now, I'm going to be talking to you today about what I think happened in the actual history of Earth and how humans were created. Stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Sydney, and today we're going to be just hopping right back into the ancient alien stuff. So, I'm going to tell you this story. Shout out to Modern Spirituality, Taylor, for channeling this information on the actual 3 names of the planets that the Anunnaki came from, because I agree with your information and I'm using it in this video. So, once upon a time, light years away, there was 3 planets, Nibiru, which you've probably heard of for being famously infamous, Enoch, and Nibu. On Enoch, the main Anunnaki planet, there was once this squid, insect, giant creature whale thing sitting on top of Enoch, and then it moved off and it left some bacteria, and that bacteria then turned into the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki needed gold or something for their atmosphere technology, and they were just traveling the planets, came across Earth, and were like, oh hey, there's gold here. And Anu, the leader of the Anunnaki, he had a son, Enki, and a daughter, and that was Enki's sister/wife, which was pretty common back then. You probably know that already. But Enki said, hey Dad, this mining for gold, it's not as easy as we thought here, and we're getting tired of it. How about we just, take the animals out back, mix it with us, and then we can have them mine the gold for us. And his dad's like, okay, you and your sister wife can handle that. See how it turns out, I guess. So they did it, and just wondering, quick pause, what do you guys think I look like? Don't comment saying how ugly I am, but I think I look like a monkey mixed with an alien. I don't know about you, but someone please Photoshop the two. I've tried and it didn't work out that good, but we literally look like gorillas and aliens mixed, okay? Just look at us. But let's look at the stone hard facts, okay? Clearly written throughout history all over the world. In my last video, at the end of it, there was a bunch of mummified aliens and stuff. At the beginning of this video, there were some pictures with a bunch of articles and stuff, just like the last video. A bit less than that, honestly. But there was even one from Italy. That's not the main place you find all this alien stuff, but I'll just give you a quick rundown of the dates. Mesopotamia was from 5,000 to 3,500 BC. Samaria was 4,000 BC. By 3,100 BC, though, they had actual cities. And Babylonian times were from 2,300 to 570 BC. And then Maya was from 2,600 BC to 900 AD. Egypt was from 3,100 to 30 BC. So we've got basically from 5,000 BC to AD, the alien vibes were here. And then in this other article I found, it said that the Anunnaki arrived 7,000 BC and departed like 550 BC. So that goes with the timeline of when the alien vibes were. You know what I'm saying? So this is a main reason why I believe this theory, along with just literally, I haven't traveled to Egypt yet, but if you go to these places, you reach the undeniable truth that it's real because you see the hieroglyphs yourself, you see the paintings, you see like Stonehenge, and you see all this weird technology, and you actually feel it too because you're there, and you're just like, the aliens made this. Like, there's no question anymore. Like, you feel it. So I can't wait to feel that, especially because I already, like, know. Like, I've already seen it and experienced things in my head for myself. So I have already pieced together the facts with my experience in reality. So this is how you know it's true. You guys have to research more for yourself. Whatever I say that you're interested in, take that, go research it more after you watch this video. But let's get down into it. In Mesopotamia, the rulers, how did they live for so long? Like, the first ruler, 1,200 years? Really? Like, I don't think I can make it past 100, just because it's not normal, okay? And back then, it wasn't normal to make it past, like, 30. So I don't know how he lived, like, times over 10 what you can as a human now. It just doesn't add up, and he wasn't the only ruler that lived that long. There was dudes that lived way longer than him. He only lived for just over 1,000 years. There was pharaohs that lived for over 36,000 years, okay? Like, all of the kings of back then lived for, like, a long time. And it's a rumor that they had, like, bloodlines. Oh, like the royal bloodlines. What was so royal about the bloodlines? What made them better than other people? It was probably like their genetics. It's literally bloodline. So my guess is it was the aliens. My guess is the aliens gave them their blood. That was the royal bloodline, which then made them more important than the other people in the civilization. Okay? Cone heads was a very common thing back then, and there's over like 600 skulls found of cone heads. So just Google it, they're real. People faked it because they were like, oh, like if you have a large head, you know, you're an alien. So they would like deform their children's head so their kid would be like thought of as an extraterrestrial, so they would get special treatment. But scientists can determine what a real cone head and a fake one is because of how the neck connects to it and the eye sockets, just everything. There's so much about a cone head skull that's different from normal skulls. There's also the Star Child skull that was found, and they did a DNA test on it. And they found that the mitochondrial DNA, which is always the mother's DNA, was definitely human, but they could not match the other DNA. It was unknown extraterrestrial origin, not yet to be documented. Which is funny, because that's just like our DNA. Everyone says you're like 90-something% the DNA of a monkey. Like, what's that other percent? People always wonder. And, like, they obviously did tests on it because that study's out. And the only thing is they didn't release that because it's not found anywhere else on Earth. They call it junk DNA. That's just so they don't have to call it extraterrestrial DNA. It's simple as that. It's DNA not found on Earth. So where did it come from? Not Earth. It's not in bacteria. It's not in plants. It's not in any animals. It had to have come from somewhere else. That's the only explanation. And if in my last video, the skull that had the DNA test done on it that showed up as 18 million years old and had uridium in it, an element that you find in meteors, if that's not proof that extraterrestrials were here 18 million years ago, I don't know what is. If you want more proof than that, I simply can't give it to you. That's the only physical proof that you will get for this. So I hope you enjoy this physical proof, okay? Moving on to another side topic. Conehead skulls, star child skulls, pharaohs. Oh yeah, how smart they were. Like, it's crazy. You guys saw the list of all the inventions at the beginning of the video, but we still use the same mathematics, astronomy, calendar system, like time system, the breakdown of like 12 months, 24 hours in a day, 60 minutes, 60 seconds. That was all done by the Sumerians, like a long ass time ago, and we still use it today because like they had a pretty good system going for them. Who taught them that? I don't know. You guys guess. But it just, everything in history, there's a missing link for, if you didn't happen to notice. But every single missing link can be connected if you get this piece of truth, that we are not the only beings in the universe. We're not alone. There's so many other galaxies and stuff, it wouldn't make sense. There's been DNA proof already, and the government just wants to continue to hide it from you. It's up to you to find your own truth. So I'm going to have all of these articles in the description of this video, but it's really up to you guys researching like what's interesting to you, because literally, like I said, the conehead skulls, they were in Bolivia, Ecuador, Egypt, Iraq, Malta, Melanesia, Mexico, North America, Peru, Siberia, like so many places, and that's not just all close together, that's all far apart. There's other ones that are like more deformed, like earlier than that time, because it would make sense if the Anunnaki came here, created humans. There's like a rumor going on in the spiritual community that the first creation, like they couldn't reproduce, and then they made a second creation, third. Egyptians were supposedly the fifth, and then modern day humans are the seventh. So they edited this creation multiple times throughout history. That's how you can see the different like body structures of the humans as time went on, because they edited us. That was pretty much it about the ancient aliens for this video. I'll definitely talk about them more, obviously. And in my next video, I plan on doing about how they're back. So definitely stay tuned for that. That'll be, honestly, even more exciting than this one for some of you guys. So have an awesome week, and remember that you are not alone in this universe. And tonight, do me a favor. Look up at the stars if you're not in the city and it's not too cloudy and you can see the stars clear. Please look up at them, and don't just like look at them. Look at them like with your soul to the energy of the star. Try to feel the energy of a certain star that you feel connected to. Keep looking at it. Then like pick another one if you want. Like feel the energy of it. Feel what feels like home to you, because we are all star seeds. It's not just this like spiritual YouTube community. Everyone is a star seed, because your energy is somewhere else right now too. And there weren't just ancient aliens on Earth. You yourself are an ancient alien. So get an app on your phone after you like look at the stars, and then you can actually point it up at the sky and see like what star that was that you felt a connection to. You can Google it and see if it was like a star that people already say in the media, or like in this new era like alien pop culture, that there's actual like extraterrestrials that are from there. Like you might feel a connection to like Betelgeuse and Orion, and oh, like there's life there. Like you might have a connection to Sirius and life there, or the Pleiades or something, which the ancient Egyptians and ancient Mayans and Mesopotamia, so many ancient cultures knew about Orion, Sirius, the Pleiades, so many other important constellations, stars, planets out there, not only in our solar system, but even other galaxies too, like Andromeda and stuff. So have an awesome week, guys. Love and light, and the hybrid children are coming soon.